Welcome back to our Santa's Gathering stocking video. I got lots of wonderful comments from everyone, and I cannot tell you how much I really appreciate being able to know and understand what it is you're looking for and what you like about the videos that we're creating here. So most of the comments said that you wanted long form, step by step, and that you enjoyed seeing the process really come together. So that's what I will attempt to do with this stocking video. This one is going to be a little bit disjointed. However, unfortunately, this stocking is for a customer, and she has ordered 3, and I need to have them to her before the 1st of September. So I needed to move this stocking along a little bit more, and I started these videos honestly in January, and then got a little sidelined with life, I'll say, and Easter holidays and things like that. And quite honestly, after making 11 stockings last year, I needed a little break from Christmas. So I did, after starting, I did kind of set aside and take a break. The other thing is I've been learning a new editing program, and I don't know why this program has been so difficult for me to learn, but it really has. I'm older than I was when I learned the first 2 or 3 that I started using, and maybe that's it. I don't know, but I'm getting there, and so I do really appreciate your patience through the process. I hope the videos will get better as I get better with the program, so hopefully you'll be able to see that. So the plan is to let these videos roll, to talk to you while it's rolling for the footage that I do have. A lot of this stocking has been made off camera because, like I said, I needed to speed up the process some. So I do have 2 more stockings to do for this particular client, and I will do one of those step by step for you. Well, I did have to pause for a moment, step away. Some of you did say in your comments that you enjoyed seeing the cat come to visit. Finnegan has just recently had a slight injury, and it aggravated his arthritis. He turned 14 on the 1st of May, and he is diabetic and needs insulin twice a day, insulin injections twice a day. So we were happy to find that the vet had a way to help him manage his pain, and that he feels a lot better. But I didn't think, he hasn't been jumping up on things, and so I did not imagine that he would be interrupting and traversing my videos possibly for a while. But lo and behold, he was yelling at the door, wanting to come in, and jumped right up on the table where he likes to be, and was right back to his old self. So we're glad to see him, that he's back to his old self and feeling a lot better. So you will likely see him in more videos now, I'm glad to say. So right here, we're cutting out the snow. This particular pattern or kit has you do the trees, make the trees completely, so that the stitching for the snow, see there, he's back. The stitching for the snow is not visible on the inside of the stocking. It goes between, it goes on. So you're going to stitch the snow onto the tree, and then you're going to stitch the tree, the snow and the sequins and all that stuff, and then you'll stitch the tree down onto the stocking. So that keeps all of your stitching sandwiched between the tree and the stocking itself. So that is kind of nice. And again, when cutting, always cut just to the inside of the line. I always keep a little bit of tension on the piece that I'm cutting if I can. That allows me to cut a little bit straighter and a little bit more smoothly. And it does allow the piece to end up a little bit better. I still do end up with little smidges of the paint on my piece, and then as I finish cutting it out and before I'm really done and ready to put it onto the stocking, I've usually looked it over pretty well and been able to find that those little spots that need to be just trimmed away a little bit. Well, here we are again working on just getting that little piece of blue ice or snow. I'm not quite sure what you want to call it, but we're just going to stitch that down with one piece of the light blue thread, and we're going to just applique it, use the applique stitch to stitch that down. And I always go all the way around a piece, even though I can see, especially in this case, that most of the piece will be tacked down by other pieces that are added on top of it. It's never occurred to me until someone asked the question, if I tack down, if I sew it or applique it down all the way around, and I always have. It just seems like it would hold the piece better. I want these stockings that I'm creating to be something that lasts for a good long time. So I just want to do the best that I can, and so I do always stitch all the way around. That also helps when it comes into putting a piece on top. If I put that piece on top of it and I stitch only the piece on top to the blue piece, for instance here, then I could end up with a piece that is not secure because I haven't gone all the way through to the back. And going all the way through to the back on every piece is not ideal. It will give you kind of a dimpling or a quilted effect. And in some places that's desired, and in many places it is not. So you would want to read the instructions, see if they will tell you specifically if they want you to stitch all the way through. And in fact, in this kit, there are a couple places where they do want you to stitch all the way through to the back, not the back, but the front back, the back of the front piece, so that it does have kind of a quilted effect. And that happens on some areas on Santa that you will see as you can see them come along here. So it is important to, I think, to stitch a piece all the way around. And that's my reason for that. I don't know if that's a good reason or not, but that is why I do what I do. So you can see here that it's just stitching all the way around, getting it mostly secured. And again, pins and sequins can really get in the way. So as soon as I feel that the piece has been sewn around enough that the pin is no longer necessary, I do remove that pin. So that I have less things to tangle my floss on. And tangling floss is just part of the process of these stockings and these kits. So you just deal with it as it comes along. But any place that I can make it less likely, I will. And also, I don't think I've mentioned it in this video, but there is such a thing as thread conditioner. and I have something called Magic Thread, which is a thread conditioner. If your floss seems to be kind of dry to the touch, then it may tangle more easily. And if you use just simply run it across the thread conditioner, you'll find that that helps a whole lot, and then you're able to work with that thread a little bit more easily. So just another stitch or two, and then this piece is done. And again, I go all the way around, and I always go to the back and make my knot. I don't worry too much about my knots or my stitches on the back being disturbed, because all the stockings that I make I always line, and so the lining does protect it from that. But again, I always grew up learning if one knot is good, two knots are better, so I always make two knots. I did that in my kids' shoes too. So here we are. We are coming up on just the end of this video. I thank you for following along with us, and I will try to get another video out and ready for you next week. I'm doing my best and working on some other projects as well, so let me know, please. I love the comments. I love the questions. Anything you need to know, please feel free to comment and ask questions. I try to answer them all. So have a great day, and God bless you.